Hi, my name is Gayane Kulikyan, and today I wanted to create this video to talk a little bit about taking risks in life and also in relationships. Sometimes we feel afraid to take risks because there's a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty that we sense, and we might pull away or pull back from moving forward with a particular action step. I just want to share a brief story with you of being invited to go to Las Vegas as a speaker. And so this was a very new opportunity for me, even though I feel a calling, I feel drawn to speak to people, to share my story, to share what I have been learning up till now in my life. I really felt scared. I kind of had these thoughts: can I really do it? There was the cost factor that I had to take into consideration of actually traveling to Las Vegas, and there were just a bunch of details flowing through my head. And so what I did, instead of saying no right away, I took my time. I talked to my friends. I shared my feelings with them, and felt like there was a yes inside of me to this opportunity. So I emailed the organizer and I told her that I'll be coming. And so that's when I was kind of saying yes to taking the risk. And as I said yes, I got a reply from the organizer with some of the additional steps that I needed to take in order to move forward with the registration process. And when I saw these action steps and the email itself and the energy of it, and then I sent the organizer a few additional questions, something started to feel off for me, and I wasn't quite sure if it was my fear that was once again emerging, or it was just my inner guidance telling me that this wasn't the right path for me. So once again, I had to give myself the time and space that I needed to be with my own process. And this is where I believe many of us, where we go wrong, is that we dismiss the sense of something's not quite right, that feeling. And instead of dismissing it, I sort of invite you to allow it to be here, allow it to be with you. So going back to my story, I spoke with a coach and that I'm working with, and I shared with him what was involved in the speaking engagement, and I got more information about it. And basically, when I found out how the whole speaking engagement was set up, it felt completely out of alignment for me and out of integrity. So I had to go back and write an email and express how I felt and basically say no to this opportunity. And so the reason I'm sharing it with you is, once again, when you are entering a certain sort of pathway, a certain opportunity that is presented to you, doesn't mean that you have to go all the way in right away and you have to go with the flow and you have to trust the process, as we're being taught also in the world of spirituality. It can also mean that you can take it step by step. You can, in every moment, assess, does it still feel in alignment for me? Does it still feel right for me? And if the answer is yes, you can continue to move forward. If at some point the answer becomes no, or you need more information, I invite you to trust that as well. So this is my video for today. I'd love to hear from you if you have any questions or comments. If you're not subscribed to my Art of Relationships newsletter, I invite you to do that, and you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, take care for now. Bye.